Now's the time, Quartermaster.
Hey everyone, this is Mike with SkylanderNutts.com, and today I'm going to walk through another level of Skylanders Imaginators. Now we're on to Chapter 7 today, which is the Golden Arcade. Now I think this is one of the trickier levels in Skylanders so far, and definitely it's easy to miss stuff in this level. So I'm going to take you through this level and I'm going to show you where all the secrets are, but we're not going to get 3 stars today. We're only going to be able to get 2, and I'll explain why when we get there. But we will find all the treasure and soul gems and that kind of stuff. So today I'm going to be using Pit Boss, so I'm going to put him on the portal and we'll get into our game.
The scales of justice.
Now I've already played the Creation Clash tournament with Bon Shellshock, and I am moving on now, following Pop Fizz to get to the Golden Arcade. Now the reason I didn't bother running this video through that Skystones tournament is that it's not really a tournament, it's just basically one match. And I find all the matches to be kind of the same. Once you know how to play Skystones, it doesn't really matter who you play or what level it is. And we get to play it 2 more times in this level, so I will explain more about Skystones during those matches that we have to play. So here we are, let's unlock this level. Alright, and get into the Golden Arcade.
The Golden Arcade.
Here are our goals. We got a couple of basic story goals, but we have 3 treasure chests to find, 1 legendary selfie frame, 3 soul gems, and a troll radio. We'll do a battle gong. We'll probably get no lives lost, hopefully, and we'll defeat enough enemies for sure. What we won't be able to do though is find all the areas. There is an area that is kind of locked right now that we won't be able to get to until after we complete Chapter 8. So you'll have to come back to this level at that time, but for now we can show you everything else. So let's get into this level. Alright, so in a second here, the bouncer guy is going to come out.
You told me our names were on the list. Yeah? Well, I lied.
Why, I had a-
You oughta what, tough guy?
I tell you
Go
what.
ahead and tell me.
Bad bouncer.
Oh, man. We heard this great act is playing inside. But that bouncer creep's not letting anybody in. I got an idea. Why don't you just go over and ring the doorbell? Maybe someone nicer will come out and let us all in. Okay!
Can't believe that.
Alright,
bouncer's
so
not letting anyone
this
in
is the
the show.
beginning of the Golden Arcade. We're not actually in the arcade yet. We're just on the outside.
Believe that bouncer's
There's
not
this
letting
bouncer
anyone
guy
in the show.
that's gonna block our way in, and if you look over here, this looks kind of suspicious, all this wood. You think you'd be able to do something with it, but you really can't right now. And this might be one of the secrets that you might have missed, so we'll get to that in a second. But first we're gonna have to go through fighting this bouncer, and to do that we go over here to this bell, this doorbell, and we ring it.
Doorbell? I hate doorbells, like all creeps.
Uh-oh, he's gonna squash us flat. All we want to do is see the show.
Alright, so now we're in a little bit of a mini tournament, a little mini arena mode. I guess it's just against the bouncer, but we have these rat guys helping us. Kind of funny. Now, one reason I like Pit Boss on this level anyway is fighting this guy. Watch, when he transforms into a snake, he can go right under his little attack. So, not only that, but if you do the snake move early enough, you can also dodge his little dash. Now, Pit Boss's main attack, as you can see, is throwing out snakes. It's a bit of a ranged attack, and the snakes don't hone in on the enemy, which is too bad, but they can still do a good amount of damage. He also has his extra attack, which is this little portal thing. If you lay it in the right spot, like after this guy comes at you and crashes, that'll do some continuous damage while he sits there and he tries to shoot you with that little gun. And then you can use his snake attack, which is a secondary attack, to kind of bump him or get away from it. As long as you don't hit the, anytime you hit like the, ooh, I got hit there, the side of the wall, he stops.
Skylander! Heard you ringing the bell and I came to let you in! But then I got into this balloon instead! Don't worry though, because you can use that cannon to pop my balloons and get me down! Then I'll open the door for you!
Alright, so Trigger Happy's gotten in trouble and we're going to have to go rescue him, shoot him down, and we're going to play this little mini game where we shoot things. And the Golden Arcade is about kind of a lot of these mini games. We'll see that when we get in deeper in the level. Alright, so we just hop up here. Basically, if you just aim it right on the target, it'll hit it. It's not, there's no gravity, no drop effect on the bullets, nothing too hard. It's basically just point and shoot, but you do have to hit the bullseye, not just the balloon. Alright, now Trigger Happy's the last thing, but before you get him, look at Sal back here and all this wood thing. If you just start shooting, you can see some numbers appear. Some numbers like hit points. Shoot the Trigger Happies. There you go. And then it all falls down. And does he fall on his own? Do I have to shoot him? Yep, shoot him one last time. So shoot the Trigger Happies, then shoot Sal to make a bridge. Now shoot down the real Trigger Happy.
You did it! Now come on in and check out our latest musical act!
Do you see the power of the snake?
Alright, now Pit Boss here is pretty slow when he walks, so if you want to get somewhere fast, just go in a snake form. Now there's all these boxes that we shot down. They all have a bunch of coins in them if you want to just get some extra money. Alright, now we can cross the Sal figure. We get the extra section behind the sign and our first treasure chest.
Oh yeah!
I find this to be a very easy section to miss. So a lot of people may not have that as their first treasure chest, may become their last treasure chest. But that's okay. Alright, now inside we go.
One, two, three, four. I'm singing in this arcade. Oh, 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 oh. Ha ha! Tip your waiter. Ah, oh.
Alright, so we're ready to talk to Sal. This is the brother of Wolfgang. And I think he's still kind of not as... He's kind of evil like Wolfgang too, but we'll discuss that more later. Before we go anywhere though, you can't see it, but just barely to the left here, look, the second treasure chest. They really like hiding those treasure chests right at the beginning of the level, just off screen. I'm pretty sure my boys missed that one completely, but I'm not entirely sure. Sometimes they find those, sometimes they don't. You definitely have a natural tendency just to go straight down here and start talking to Sal.
I haven't heard applause like that in years. Not since I played with my backstabbing twin brother Wolfgang. I'm sure you came here for a reason, and it would be an honor to show you around. Welcome to the Golden Arcade, a place of fame and fortune. Speaking of which, this is the arcade's legendary vault, where only the most priceless treasures and artifacts are locked away. Wait a minute. You're here to break into it, aren't you? Don't worry, no judgment here or anything. I'll even help. But to get anywhere near that vault, you're going to have to prove yourself as a player. Follow me!
So he's going to help me steal it. And he kind of acts like he doesn't know what's in it. But I kind of wonder if he does. And we got a few things right off the bat here. We have a battle here with Sky Stones.
Word on the street is that you're pretty good at creation, Clash. But we don't trust words or the street here, so you'll need to show us what you've got. More specifically, show him, our resident champion and word street verification specialist.
Yep, so we have to do that battle. But we're not going to start with that battle. We have a troll radio back here. That's pretty easy to get to. So we can just do the troll radio real quick.
It's game time. Oh, yeah. And boom goes the dynamite. Big winner. This is clearly
There we
not
go.
your first rodeo.
Now you see this area over here. You can kind of notice there's some stuffed animals. It looks like an experience ball in there. Maybe I can even steal some of it. Nope. We're going to find that in a minute. We're going to remember that's there when we get to that section. And it's not a secret, but right here is a little arcade game we can play. So let's play that.
See if you can beat my high score on this game. You could win a prize, and my ultimate respect, which is way better.
Now this high score battle is for a Imaginite chest. It's called Sprocket's Tactics. It's not turn-based though, which is disappointing to me, but that's okay, it can't be. So basically you run around in Sprocket's tank. She has 30 hit points. Pay attention to that. Notice here, this is your base. It's got 100 health right now. You're going to get attacked by other tanks. There's a heart. Note where the heart is. But don't worry necessarily about getting damaged by these other tanks. Just pay attention to your base. Notice that these guys are going to be going toward it from two different directions, top and bottom here. You can take out these tanks. You can get this power up. We're going to go up here, destroy these tanks. One just spawned right here. We're going to beat this base. You're just going to lay into it. My health is almost gone. That's okay. Here they come. Now, that's good. We have to beat 4,000 or 10,000. Oh, his high score, yeah, 10,100 there. But don't forget about your base. So after you do that, come back here. Notice you're getting attacked. You're down to 83%. That's fine. Just attack those ships. Come back to your base every once in a while. If you need the health, it's right here. We get it back. If you don't, and I'm sure I'll die, you just respawn. As long as your base is alive, the game won't end. Based on this, I played for a very long time, and had to quit because I was tired of playing. It lasted several waves. So here we are at another base. We're going to shoot this down. It's a little slower because I don't have the power up this time. I think the power off wears off. Alright, now we got to run back to our base. Make sure it's not getting attacked, which it will be, but if they're attacking it, they usually don't attack you. Alright, that guy was the first guy to get there. So there are 3 bases for the enemy to find, and there's always 2 on the bottom, 1 at the top. Alright, no, maybe there's 2 at the top, 1 on the bottom. I don't know, maybe it changes. I forget. There are 2 on the top this time. And another heart. You don't always get 2 hearts either. Maybe because I used one early, not sure. But here's the last base. And we can just take that out real quick. Now you should only have to do a little more than 1 wave to get that high score. So here we go with wave 2. And almost with the high score. We can take out this first base. And head back to defend your base. If you want to see how high you can go, I think each wave the tanks get a little stronger. Nobody's even at the base yet. So I'm going to come up here, take out these guys. Oh, this guy's going to kill me. Watch. 2. Oh, maybe not. Alright, I'll take out this base. I am about to die though, and I'm going to show you why that's not an issue. At least not on normal difficulty. There, I died. This rocket just takes out a tank, gets back in at her base. No one's at the base, so it's at 100% still. That's good. Now you're free to come up here and take out this last base in this wave. And if they were attacking my base right now, it wouldn't even matter. It would take quite a while to get it from 100 to 0. So not as fast as I can get it from 50 to 0. So I really don't have to worry if anyone's attacking it right now. Every wave it resets back to 100. So here we go. Stage 3, my base is at 100. And that's pretty much it. You could do this maybe for an hour, the same strategy. Just keep the tanks off your base, even if they blow you up. I don't know, maybe if you only have 3 lives on a wave. I haven't really died that many times to know. All I know is there's a heart nearby, you can usually find it, and as long as you take out a couple bases, let's see what happens when I die and I spawn, if somebody's at my base yet or not. Nope, one was coming, but he wasn't there, so I don't know. I get behind him, get rid of him pretty easy. Now, we've got 20,000, we got well above the high score, so we're going to quit right now because, like I said, you get good at this, you can do this for a very long time. And there's no achievement associated with getting a high score, I checked.
You did it! So here's a prize and my respect, which you technically cannot see, but believe me, it's there.
Alright, so there's our Imaginite chest for that. Little bonus, you don't have to do that for the stars, but it's kind of cool. Oh, and I got an ultimate. Nice. Bad Juju Blades.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so I think that's everything in this area now. This place is locked until right there, that area is locked. We will open that up by winning Creation Clash. Now, I know I haven't played any Creation Clash before, so I'm going to explain how to play the game in these 2 battles and save and call that my Creation Clash tutorial.
I'm pretty good at Creation Clash too. That's why they call me Creation Clasher.
And if you watch me play with the boys, I kind of try to tell them to do the same thing, but I also just let them kind of figure it out on their own.
Tide pool.
So, like in previous years, you got these stones. Unlike in previous years, every time you fight somebody, they give you a predetermined set of stones, and you're playing against their predetermined set of stones. Because of that, you don't have to worry about building a deck and making it better than theirs, or hoping that you unlocked enough stones to have a better deck. You're always going to be given pretty much an equal or better deck. It's just up to you on how to use the stones correctly. So how to use the stones correctly? Well, first you want to use, obviously you want to attack the stone that's out there, and you can see that that stone that's out there has 1 point on each side. So you're going to need somebody with 2 points on one side to take that stone. But what you don't want to do is take I don't know, somebody like Crash. You want to take Crash, and you don't want to use him to win right here, because if you put him in the center, he has an open side exposed at the bottom, and that would be bad because then somebody would take him easily. Plus, unlike in other games, you can see which characters they have. So they have 4 stones left, and 3 of the 4 would be able to take Crash from the bottom. So you don't want to do that. The position you want to put Crash in is right here. The bottom is blocked. Now he's got 2 on every side that's open. That's a much more defensive position. So we're going to back out of Crash because we don't want to use him yet. There's no reason to put him on that square right now. We want to look for someone that can take the character that we want to beat and probably put him in one of the corners. Barbella fits that category. So we're going to use Barbella. She doesn't go in the top because she won't do anything, but she goes in the bottom. So both her empty sides are blocked by the wall. She'll take the other Sky Stone and she'll have a defense of 2 to the side, and they have nobody with 2 on their right side that would be able to take her. So this is a good play.
Barbella. All right.
Tri-tip.
Alright, so they put Tri-tip down just kind of randomly. He's got a fully open side on 2 sides, so he should be easy to take from almost any direction. The problem is we want to use someone who doesn't open ourselves up to a retake. So looks like Starcast might be the best move. He is going to use 1 to the right to take Tri-tip, and he's going to have 3 at the bottom, which they're not going to be able to take him back. The Tri-tip will be able to be taken back, so that's okay, I guess. We could wait though. We could wait on that one, and maybe we'll use Flare Wolf here, because Flare Wolf not only can take him, we know Tri-tip could be retaken, and then we can retake Tri-tip on top of that. So let's do that. If we're lucky, we could take 2 stones at once, but we probably don't need that.
Chain reaction.
Alright. So now we can still use Starcast, but we'd use him here in the center to take chain reaction like this. But that leaves him with only 1 protection to the center, and Hoodsickle could take him over. So we probably want to look for something better. If we use Crash now, he would still be taken from the bottom. And if we use Blastertron, he could still be taken from the bottom. So it looks like no matter what we do, someone's going to be able to take our guy. Mostly by Hoodsickle, but if not Hoodsickle, then, well, I take that back. If we look at Starcast again, put him in the center, even though he has an empty side on the left, they have no tiles that can attack to the right. So this is actually probably the best play now. It's not one you would actually look at first. Hoodsickle will not be able to take him from the bottom, and Taekwon Crow cannot take him from either top, bottom, or the side. So let's make this play.
Got it.
Taekwon Crow!
And now we can take Taekwon Crow, but then Hoodsickle will take him back. That's fine. We'll just do that because we've already got enough stones to win. We have 7 with this move. We'll have 6 after he gets taken. But that's still enough to win. Alright, so that's lesson 1. There really isn't any other lesson than that, but we do get to play again in a couple minutes.
It's copyrighted.
Say, not bad. Not bad at all. But do you have what it takes to prove yourself in our next challenge? Guess that will have to be a rhetorical question until I tell you what our next challenge actually is. Right this way.
Excellent. Also sounds good in a snake accent.
Alright, so now we can follow him to this newly opened area up here, where we have a few other things.
So this is where all the major players start. Shooting wooden ducks who wear sunglasses. Think you've got what it takes?
Alright, so that's another little mini game you have to do to move on, but before we do that, we'll go over here to the egg game. Egg rescue. It's not too hard. Remember to shoot the enemy guys as soon as you see them, so they don't throw cheese at your eggs. When they're all clear, attack the defenses of one of your eggs and get ready to grab it right away. even though the egg is free, I like clearing the enemies so there's no chance they can do any damage. And that gets you another Imaginite chest. Of course, that one's added to your vault, so you have to go back to your vault to open that one. Alright, now if we go to this other side, we have what is basically, it's like a treasure chest, but you don't have to get these. It's some sort of safe. And the controls on spinning this around are kind of weird. Notice you have an arrow and then a box. The box is telling you like which number it is you want to go to first. So you just turn it until you hear the noise, and then when you start to turn it again, it moves. You follow it. There's no time limit. It doesn't matter which way you go. You just spin the stick around however you can get there. It is tricky. It is non-intuitive in how you spin that with the stick. So hopefully you get to figure that out, because I can't really describe it. Just play with it till you get it right. That's pretty much all you have to do. Alright, down here was a snail. A little snail challenge. Kind of fell right into that after getting that safe unlocked. Another easy Imaginite chest. We're going to collect a lot of those on this level. Hopefully, anyway.
Set bar found.
Alright, now you're done with those things, we can move on to this actual mini game. Much like shooting Trigger Happy, all you gotta do is hit the ducks. But wait, there's no time limit. You gotta hit 12. Don't shoot them all first. Come over here. Oh look, Connor I think found this in his game. There's a target over there. Shoot that down. That opens up a little secret area. So when you're done shooting these, you can go to that area. Like I said, it doesn't matter how long this takes, as long as you get all 12. Now,
Guess that was a little easy, huh? Well, we've all got to start somewhere. Your next step on the path to enlightenment is to shoot these spinning targets and lower each platform.
alright, now we have these targets. You want to shoot the left side. If you shoot the right side, like Connor was doing, it goes back up. See that? So shoot the left, keep it on the left. You have to move it down as it drops to keep in line with that target. As soon as the targets disappear, then you don't have to shoot that target anymore. And even though I seem to hit it there twice in a row, you gotta let it fully stop before it actually registers another hit.
This is not the first time you've shot targets to lower a platform, is it? You are well on your way to the winner's circle, Skylander. Just follow the shiny coins and collect your prize.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm getting too eager to go myself. That's the problem with these levels. Yeah, we opened that door over here on the left, so we want to come in here. This is kind of a cool room. It's called the Leaky Gold Pile. So jump across this chasm, grab the gold, and look, there's the legendary selfie frame. Well, that's cool. You got this gold that just is raining down. Now, if you watch, it's going up as I just sit there. The gold is coming in. You might think, oh, I'll bring my Skylander here and let him sit here forever and get 10,000 gold. It doesn't work like that. Eventually it stops. I've only tried it once. I left my controller here. I walked away for about half hour, came back. Of course, the controller turned itself off. When I restarted it, I had maybe 1,000 more gold than I started. Maybe 500, hard to say. And this fountain had stopped. So maybe it was because the controller went off, maybe not. But I think there's a limit to how many coins you can actually collect here. I'm not going to bother stand there to collect all of them this time, but if you want to stay there for a while, it's kind of fun. It takes a while to get 500 though. In fact, I'm going to come up here and give myself an upgrade now I have so much money. I'm going to buy the Undersnaker. Release B to unleash a giant snake. I want to see what that's like, because I definitely like my snake move. Is that it? I don't know. Hopefully we'll see what that does in our battling.
Told you that you would win a prize, and my infinitely more valuable, heartfelt congratulations. Now, just take what I'm sure will be a wild, harrowing ride on this grind rail.
Alright, so we got a selfie picture here we can take real quick. Alright. And here's our prize. Man, doesn't that look familiar? Is that Trap Team or Superchargers? I can't even remember anymore. But yep, it works the same, but it does not count as a treasure chest. We already found 2 of those. We have 1 more to find. Hopefully I didn't miss it. I'm trying to remember now. I know a couple areas I need to watch out for, and I hope I didn't skip it already. Alright, so here we go. These challenges, I'm the worst at these. And I don't know which side to go now. Stay in the middle, take some damage. Alright, got lucky. Sometimes they put those right over a hill. And I did this one first time. Alright, plushy area.
Welcome to the Plushy Plaza. We used to call it a loser's pit, but you know, we gotta be politically correct nowadays. Anywho, we got games, plushies, and even more plushies. No one ever stays long, maybe on account of all the plushies. So let's find a way out! Quick!
Alright, so here is the area where I can show you where we can't go today. If you look over here on the left, you see this little symbol. This is the wing symbol. You don't get wings to fly on until after Chapter 8. So they're not here. And I assume, though we're not past Chapter 8 yet, that when we come back to here after beating Chapter 8 and the wings show up all over the Skylander board, they would be here. And then when they're here, you can fly down there. You can see there is a spinning wheel, some treasure, and a chompy selfie. There might be more to the left that we can't see, but there's nothing required for a star other than the fact that that is the last area to find, and we're not going to get that credit for finding that area. So we'll only find 12 out of 13 areas, which will keep us from getting all 3 stars. Besides that, though, we can destroy these plushy piles, and that lots of bad guys in those piles. We can use our our snake attack here. Whoops. Collect all of them. They got an upgrade where they all latch onto them, and then the more that are on, the more damage they take too. So that they each took 145 on that one, and 114 with just one. So kind of cool. I like that move a lot. It's
Only a sensei
fun.
in the bazooka class can open this shrine. You wanna get out of
There's some more piles in the corners here. I'm gonna blow these up so we can get any of these remaining bad guys out of them.
Viper!
Looks like just 2.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Now, what do we have? We have lots of things. If we go around the edges, first our Bazooka Shrine. That one's not too bad.
Gotta beat me.
Let's put on Flare Wolf real quick so we can watch his Bazooka Shrine video.
Ready to rock it! Who's hot? I'm hot!
Sky Chi power ready.
So there you go. That's Flare Wolf's. Flare Wolf is growing on me each time I use him. He's a pretty cool character.
The scales of justice.
Alright. So now the next thing we can do, we're going to have to play Creation Clash. So I'm going to save that for now. We have this little, I guess you could notice that the railing stops right there, right? That pretty much means go down. We got some more plushie piles, some more enemies. Clear all this out real quick. There we go. And we got a door here we can go through. Now I think this is kind of a easy to miss area, but even if you found it, maybe you didn't get all the chests open. I don't know. Let's talk to, I forget who this is. Knuckles?
This is where they put all the broken safes.
Oh,
Or
doesn't have
maybe
a
they're
name.
not really broken. Maybe we just can't open them. But in any case, if you can open them, you win whatever's inside. In accordance with our Finders Keepers bylaws.
Alright, so there's lots of treasure in this room. We have our treasure chest. That gets us our star, so that's important. Some more piles of plushies. Get rid of those. I don't know if there's any bad guys in there. Notice 2 of these chests take bombs. There was a bomb outside. We'll come back to get those. Alright. But now we just start opening chests. Now this one, I don't know what's wrong with it. It looks normal. Oh, I see. We're moving the square instead of the arrow. There's the arrow. So we move it, and now the arrow moves. And we follow the arrow. It's a little bit backwards to what we did before and what's normal, but not a big deal. Get some cash out that way. Now we come down here to this one. It says RB. And we have an arrow that we move around, but no square. You might think, well, I can't open it then, but you can. You just have to go slow. You got to think about those old crime movies or something where they take the dial and they move it real slow until they hear a click. So we want to do the same thing. Move as slow as we can. Eventually, there we go. Eventually you'll hear that. A little click that means, oh, you got one. It's like the arrow's invisible, so now we just have to go find the next one. I believe it's up here, because if I remember doing this one before, it's kind of like 6 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 4 o'clock or something. It's hard to move it just a little as well. Did I miss it? There it is. And then the last one is about 4 or 5 o'clock. There it is. So you get it open, you get some more money. How much? I'm not sure. But when you open all of them, all together, I think it's a good amount. So we go over here, and we have another box. Now this one is kind of the opposite of what we just did. The other one, well, actually had no arrows. This has no arrow, but it does have a square. And we have to figure out where the mystery hidden arrow is. So it's the same thing. You're just turning it until you hear a click. Unfortunately, I don't remember what directions these were in. There's one. There's two. There's three. So basically, if you just kind of go slow back and forth around each one of those, eventually one will click. Alright, I believe those are the three. Oh wait, there's another one back here. This is the back. This is, oh no, this is just normal. So that was easy. Two easy ones, two hard ones, and two to blow up. Alright, so let's go out and get that bomb that we saw. Jump back up here. Come down here to get the dynamite rocket, whatever that is. Whoops, almost missed the door. Is that going to cost me? Hold it or drop it right in front of the safe, and you go. Another one open. There's one last one back there we'll get. It's kind of a lot of work for some money, but you know, if you get all the money on this level as a whole has a lot of money in it. A lot of treasure chests, a lot of rewards, a lot of these type things. So it's a pretty good level to make some cash. Alright, I think that is everything. We can see a soul gem straight ahead, but we are not going to be able to get that at this moment. Yep, that's everything. So now we have to play Creation Clash.
Just because I'm stuck in Plushy Plaza in this ridiculous suit doesn't mean I'm no good at Creation Clash. Wanna see?
Alright, so now, just like it was before, they have some tiles. Our tiles look much better than theirs, so we shouldn't have too big a problem. We see a ninja star in the center. That's a little different. If you put your matching type on that place, then all four sides will become 4 points. So basically impossible to take. Now I've played this a couple different ways. One is just going after the enemy stone every time, which works pretty well, or taking your first stone and clogging up that middle right away. See, look at that, 4 on each side. No one's gonna take them. Now I just gotta hope I have enough of these guys to take the rest of them. Ember here can take Crash, but then she'll be taken by somebody else. Well, we'll do it. She's going to be taken by Wildstorm, whatever his name is. And then we'll take him.
Excellent.
We're going to be caught here in a little bit of back and forth, I think. Because I don't have anyone that can take him. Well, yeah. No one's going to be able to take the Chompy Mage because nobody has any points to the right.
Jumpy Mage!
It's always good if you take one and they can't take any.
Aurora.
Unfortunately, they blocked us from taking her, so we might be in a loss, or no, we're going to win 5-4. As long as we can't be taken, but we can be taken. So look at that. Not a good strategy. There's also a little bit of randomness in these games. And as soon as you start trading back and forth, you run that risk right there. Alright, so let's try again. This time I'm going to ignore the star space in favor of a more defensive other kind of play. Although, again, as you can see, they started with a different character in a different spot. So every start is different. which means your strategy can change right off the bat. I probably should have put a star down in this case.
Wildstorm.
Yeah, now that Wildstorm's taken everybody, we'll go ahead and put Boom Bloom in the center to take Wildstorm and block all the rest of the ways.
Boom Bloom.
Except, of course, Wildstorm can still be retaken.
Buckshot. Yeah.
Alright, now Ember can take Buckshot and block anyone. Nope. Graveclobber can take it. Alright. Pinata, we're in that same trap again though. Where I have to use Pinata to take Graveclobber, but he's going to be taken by Aurora. And we're going to lose again.
Pinata. Got it.
No, we're not going to lose. Oh yeah, we are.
Got it.
Yep. Alright, so that's 2 times in a row now.
Wildstorm.
Alright, now we're going to go straight to Boom Bloom.
Boom Bloom.
Probably should have done that the first time when he was on the side. See, the problem I'm running into is I'm not putting these guys in the place I want to put them. So I can either start doing that, or maybe that would work better.
Ember.
Jumpy Mage.
That's tactical!
Fat Juju.
Oh, yeah!
There we go.
Aurora.
I finally stopped them from making the last attack, and that got us a close victory. Not a good victory, but close victory.
You might have won this
Other
race,
times I played that, it was
but
pretty
I'll
easy,
be
so
back.
who knows.
Though hopefully in a different suit. Gotta figure out how to get this thing off. This is what you need to get out of here, by the way. Now get lost while I try to find a zipper or a button or something.
Alright, so since we won that, we can now push this block where it belongs. Without that block, we could not have finished this little bridge here. They're all electrified, as you can see, and they all need to be in position to work. Becomes like a little mini slot machine, which always comes up thumbs up. And that gives you even more money, so there's yet another way to get money on this level.
The snake slithers off.
Alright, so up this little elevator we go. There. Now remember, here is a break in the railing, so to speak. So you want to drop down here, and there's the troll radio. We're back at the kind of the beginning, but coming in it from the other side. Here's our experience ball, and this was another area you need to unlock. So you definitely need to come down here if you want to unlock all the areas. And you're stuck down here, so you have to fall down the waterfall, which brings us right back to where we were, and we can go back up this little elevator thing, trap door, I guess. And we also want to move all these bricks into position. We got one of these rotating blocks to give us treasure in the way, so we can get that open and get some more money that way. There we go. Now we got plenty of cash to get
Statistics.
another
are my
upgrade
fourth
for
favorite S word.
Snake Pit.
Behind snake, serpent, and slither, of course.
So we bought Release B while coiled in Slithering Soul Snake to unleash a giant undead snake. What's Slithering Soul? Press and hold B to turn into a snake. So yeah, that's it. So B to turn into a snake. Release B while coiled to unleash a giant undead snake. I don't know what that means. That's what it means. Go in a circle. It means go in a circle and then wait till you're flashing. The giant snake comes out to bite everybody. Now that's pretty devastating looking. All thumbs up. Some more money. Now I'm going to switch right now, since he's all done leveled up. We're going to do a little bit of play with Legendary Pit Boss. I believe he's got some more moves to unlock, so I want to get him some more money. And maybe some more levels. He's only level 11. Alright, so first thing we gotta do after we found that secret, let's see, I think that was it. Yep, nothing over there. We're gonna go down this little ramp. We're gonna need this bomb. I'm gonna skip this selfie spot, but if you want to take a selfie, there's no problem taking a selfie right there. But we want to drop this bomb all the way over here. At this, I don't even know what that is. A crystal chandelier. Anyway, it was a cage. It was blocking this button. Now we can move this platform up here. And now that we're up at the top, oh, there's a couple bad guys. There's a lever right here. Pull this, and that'll shut off the bottom, so you don't have to worry about going all the way around and doing that again. That's also important because as we do want to jump across this, whoop, I missed anyway. What we also need to do is take the bomb up there. There's two places for this. You see one straight ahead. There's one right here. And there we unlocked another soul gem.
Smasher Soul Gem.
Sure, let's preview Smash. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to get the soul gem and saw
Their opponents with enormous smashing weapons.
on the blocks. I wonder if I can go back if it's too late. Let's see. Yeah. So I went down here and I got that secret area. But what I forgot to do, as soon as we came up that little elevator chute, is fall off to the left here. On top of our little bridge that we created to this soul gem.
Pinata Soul
And that's an
Gem.
important soul gem. That's Pinata's soul gem, even though he's not out yet. And he should be out soon. He is out in Australia, I think. He's one character I can't wait to get a hold of, so I'm glad to have his soul gem. Let's preview him.
Pinata.
Alright, so that should have been the first thing I did as soon as I went up here. I mean, we saw it there, I pointed it out. And then I totally forgot about it, which is exactly what this level can make you do. There's so much stuff in this level. Alright, so let's pick up this bomb again. Take it all the way across. And that is something we have to do. Got a level ball here. Lots of experience. And I think that's it. Do we have to talk to Sal? No. Let's check our goals real quick. One more soul gem and a gong. No lives lost. Okay. I know where the gong is. I'm trying to remember where that last soul gem is. And trying to remember if I forgot it. Something tells me I did forget it. I'm thinking real hard. I think it's behind a wall. Well, let's hope I didn't forget it. I don't know. because this is kind of the
And thus we have reached the final test
is
of
the
this
Doomlander
golden
battle.
arcade. One so diabolically fiendish, it can only take the form of a video game. Candy Cake Gumdrop Land! Please feel free to give it a shot, if you dare. Of course, there are many others who want to play the game too, so you'll need to fight them off first.
Oh, here's the soul gem. There it is. Totally forgot. Yep, you come down here, blow up that pile.
Chain reaction.
We have
soul
chain
gem.
reaction soul gem. Another pretty cool Skylander. So this level's full of good soul gems.
Chain reaction.
Alright, now this pit boss doesn't have quite the same skills as the other one had.
Snake in the grass.
I think this path that we chose, the other path is legendary pit boss, and it does more with those portals, spinning portals that you see. Still pick him up on his back though, that's pretty cool. And those snake portals, like when you shoot your snakes into them, they, I think, accelerate how they move to help, you know, get them to the bad guy faster. Alright. Lots of experience there.
Snake. Witness it.
Alright, now we have to play this game. And though it's not part of the 3 stars, when you play this game, there's an achievement for scoring over 4,000 points. So I'm going to show you how to do that, because it's not that hard. I don't always point out the achievements, but this one I thought was kind of interesting. The high score is ridiculous, so you don't have to worry about that. You're not going to achieve that. But 4,000 is what you need. And by hitting the A button, you bounce. And if you bounce right when you land, you bounce a little higher like that, see? If you time it right. See, that last time I didn't time it right. So that's how you hit the balloons. You just bounce and time it. Land on top of the candies. And you can even bounce off the candies. Hit the balloons. Take your time to hit everything. You don't have to rush through the level. Just bump the candies is all you need to do to blow them up. You don't have to hit them from any particular side. Just getting to the high balloons is tough. And you almost have to hit everything. I find it a little bit easier to go back and forth too. When you jump and push in a direction, you can only go in that direction. Like there's no moving in the middle of the jump. Man, I cannot get that last jump there. I can just jump back across or straight up. I'm a little early on my button press. You really got to wait till you hit the ground. There we go. And I don't think you need every single balloon and piece of candy, but you need most of them. See, I already got over the 4,000, so we're good to go now, but last couple balloons, and then there's chaos.
That's right, losers! I can even see you inside this stupid thing. And that's not the only thing I can do. Watch this! For the first time ever, you must battle one of my Doomlanders inside a video game!
Doomlander, Smasher class.
The password is techno.
Alright, so we're going to switch now to my favorite Imaginator, I guess. The swashbuckling Davy Bones. We named him in a different game, so his name doesn't show up on my game. But he's pretty good. He has a dash attack, which gets him by the Smasher's attack, and then I can just hit him hard. He also has a secondary attack of like poison, which if I just spam that a little bit before I start hitting him, does a whole lot of damage.
Say, you're quite the gamer, aren't you? Well, let's see how you like dealing with this secret technique of doom! Or more specifically, of Berserker Doom!
Targeting.
This Sky Loser looks like they could use a good smashing, eh, Smasher?
Yeah, as long as I dash through his attack, I will do some damage and not get hit. Because while he's facing the other direction, I just turn around and attack with my main attack.
I hate to break it to you, Sky Blunderer, but this game isn't exactly fair. Observe?
Ha ha ha. Optimization complete.
Now those fireballs though, coming from the spell pump, they can be a problem. So it doesn't matter if I spin through them, I still will take damage. Oh, I got the spell punk though. There you go, that helps. Notice how though they also damage the Doomlander, so
Overhand slam.
dodge or take him out, your choice. I'm not gonna go chase after one though. Too much Doomlander to destroy.
Defeated. Level up.
Game over? Eh? What? No!
There's our Imaginite chest. Typically that has all your rewards from the Doomlander, but of course I already beat the Doomlander before. So I get random stuff. Head.
New chest.
Ladybug chest. Interesting.
New arm guards.
Interesting.
Oh yeah! Bravo, Skylander, bravo!
Now typically that's the end of the level,
Platform
but
up
not
to the
now.
vault. We're almost there.
And there's the
Now
gong.
I see why
We
my
gotta do a
idiot brother
gong battle.
Wolfgang was so easily defeated
If
by you guys.
we are going to get all of the stars that we can. I suppose you could save the gong battle until you come back later to get that last area, because it's in the same star category as finding all areas, and you're not finding all areas. So this won't exactly get us a star. It's just going to get us one of our check marks there. Doing some damage here. No big deal. And look at that, lots and lots of experience, lots of gold, and our Imaginite chest. Pick that up real quick.
New sentinel weapon.
Alright, not that big a deal. Not much there either, but now we can go on and up. And the level's not quite over yet, although I think most of the secrets are over now. We got level ball up here. Forgot about that. Lots of level balls, lots of gold
This is it,
on this level.
Skylander, the famous golden arcade vault. In here you'll find a great many treasure. But how to open it? Simply break the locks. All you have to do is grind along the rails. And of course, don't look down.
Level up.
Alright, so we grab that. Now this is one final grinding challenge. You gotta hit these locks. You don't have to hit it all on the first time though. The boys didn't do it the first time. I typically don't do it all in one time either. I don't know why, but typically I miss one or two. Oh, nope. I got them all this time though.
I think another bravo is in order. Plus, I should probably
And
mention
now-
that the vault is about to explode.
Pretty much the end of the level.
I'm free. I can't believe it. I can't believe I am finally free. Woohoo!
Indeed. So why don't you come down here to thank the Skylander and myself for freeing you?
Well, that would be the polite thing to do, wouldn't it? Nah. Gotta find chaos instead. Bye-bye.
Oh, I'm guessing that wasn't the result you were hoping for. But hey, you're still the best player we've ever had at this arcade. And I'm sure you'll catch up with that brain fellow later, right?
Level complete.
So there we have it. We have everything but that last area we could not find until we get the wings. So you'll have to come back if you want that third star. They don't have a speed run in this one, but they do have that last
Don't even
thing.
try to wiggle out of this frame. You said if we put our heads together, we'd be unstoppable. Now let's get to it.
Get me out of this jar, and I'll do anything you want. Well, within reason.
All right, Lord Chaos. I don't see any sign of those Skylanders, so...
What's the matter, Glumshanks? You look nervous. Anything wrong? What? Do I have something on my face? Is it food? Is it relish? It's not relish, is it?
Oh.
I don't understand it, Brain. He acts like he's never seen the smartest, most powerful being in the known universe.
But you do understand it. We understand everything now. It's the whole point of being so smart. That, and taking over the minds of every living creature in the Skylands. Which I say we do right now. Say it with me, Chaos. Presto Burrito!
What's that noise? Gil? Pop Fizz? What's wrong?
Rain.
I never get tired of hearing them say brain. Hope you don't mind. I am making your lair a lot more stupendous.
Yes, yes. Then we can have super mega lasers and a moat filled with hungry crocodiles. Ha!
Moats are so overrated. Ugh. Let's just keep it simple. A super impenetrable force field. Now we can create anything we want, forever. And of course, laugh maniacally while we do it.
Skylander, we got problems. Okay, it's really just that one problem, but it's a big one. Everyone in Skylands is brainwashed. Of course, I'm totally immune because I am A, a dragon, and B, awesome. Turns out it was dragon magic which originally stopped this ancient brain all those years ago. So I say we go to the source of dragon magic itself and see if we can do it again. Come on!
Alright, well that's going to wrap it up for today's walkthrough video of the Golden Arcade. I hope you found that useful. I'm betting most of you probably will. There were a lot of things to find in that level, and that's one of the only levels I've played where I couldn't find everything on the first time either. So it took me a few times to play through it, and Looks like I'm going to have to play through it one more time to get to that last area, but I guess that's better than a speed run. I don't know, they seem to just stop with the speed run so far. So that'll do it. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit my like button. Visit us on Pinterest and Facebook and Twitter, and subscribe to my channel, and we'll get more Skylander videos to you soon. So until next time, hope you're having fun, and I'll see you soon.